Hi, this is Joanne with Broadcast Sunny, and you can support this channel at any time by subscribing. Thank you. Hi, Joanne with Broadcast Sunny, and this is a game that I have made with Girl Scout troop before. It went over very nicely. It's an old game from the 1800s, I guess, or maybe even further back. But what you'll need is a cardstock or poster paper, something circular, pretty big circle. I don't know how big this one is. This one's a little more than 4.5. Oops. It's a little more than 4.5, 4 3/4 in diameter. A CD works nice. Some buttons. You need at least one button. I used a group of buttons. When I originally made this before the Girl Scouts, I was able to buy wooden balls at the craft store with a hole drilled through it. But I don't have any of those left, so I'm just going to use a group of buttons that I'm going to attach together, and I'll show you how to do that if all you have is buttons. Pencil for tracing. Scissors or, that's it. Well, you do need scissors, but a stapler or tape. I find the stapler works better. The reason I say tapes is if you have a younger Girl Scout troop, the tape will less likely hurt them, but they'll just get a scratch if they do get hurt. And some yarn. And for this, I'm going to use some thread. Okay, so let's get started. Take your circular trace, and I just realized I don't have my scissors here, so I'll be right back. I'm back. Got a cup of tea while I was out. All right, so the nice thing about using a CD to trace is that you know where the center is, so you want to mark the center and pull out. You can eyeball it. It's not very important. I remember just guessing. I think I made one template that worked and then guessed. But put a line from the center to the outer circle. And you're going to cut all of this, including this line here. Okay, so basically the point is you're going to come up in a cone shape. But like I said, if you want to do this with a Girl Scout troop or something, or you know, for a birthday party, what I suggest is doing something like a Zentangle. I'm trying to see if I see any. You could check out my Zentangle videos in my playlist. I will post it here. Or you can look under the descriptions because I hear annotations are going away. I didn't do that on purpose, but they all seem to be meeting down here. And then okay, so I finished Zentangling my game, and if you notice, I didn't draw in here, in this third of the circle, because that will be tucked in and you won't see that. You can even add the kids' color in the inside. The Zentangle is a nice modern flair on the, today's on an old game. I again forgot thread. I will be right back and get that. Okay, I have some thread, and I threaded it on a needle. Again, this is only if you don't have those wooden balls or anything that has a hole in it to, you need to have some weight. Anyway, so I am putting these buttons through. And you could use the yarn, but it's just easier with the thread. Ugh. It does not. So I'm double knotting them tight together so that they stay together. And they don't want to stay together. I want to use, okay, there we go. And I will chop off the ends. Okay, so that's my weight. Now I'll get my thread. Now the thread has to be longer than the radius of this. It has to be at least twice as long as the radius of this circle, but I would probably, for particularly with kids, make it twice the radius plus a little bit more, because first we're going to, not the radius, the diameter, I'm sorry, I guesstimated. So with this string yarn, at one end, tie it to the weight, double knot, and then take your other, and this is where it gets tricky, so probably need some big holes in the buttons to make it go through. I'm getting the tip wet. That usually flattens it down a bit and makes it stay. Yay! And one button, one small button, it doesn't have to be that big, on the other end. Okay, so take the string, put it to the center, and then pull this up into that cone shape. Bring it in tight so it's a nice big cone. Use a stapler. Have the smooth side on the outside of this stapler, and so the scratchy, this pointy part of the stapler is on the inside. I like to put one staple near this flap on the outside and one, well, this one looks fine, so I don't need to. One staple should do it. Then you have this on the one end, so you can pull on the yarn and that attaches. And there you have your 18th century toy. And that should keep your kids busy for some time. Even my teenagers, I'll bet you I'll leave this out and they'll play with it for a few minutes. Instead of video games, that's crazy! Ooh, did it. Okay, maybe I'll even film them doing it. We'll see. So, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.